The Smythfield Nursery School in New Amsterdam received playground equipment from the relatives of the late Beauty Soman at a ceremony held yesterday. Shanice Beckles reports.
A simple but significant ceremony took place yesterday at the Smythfield Nursery School in the presence of pupils of the school, members of the school's PTA, teachers of the school, relatives of the late Beauty Soman, and special invitees. The event was the handing over and blessing of playground equipment donated by relatives in the memory of the late Beauty Soman, a founding member of the Smythfield Co-op Society. After the formal welcome by head teacher Caroline Moria and the singing of patriotic songs by the pupils, brief remarks about the involvement of the late Beauty Soman in the development of Smythfield were delivered by her son Ralph Siram and Pastor Shirley Jondu of the Lutheran Church.
My mother was formed, she was the secretary of the society. She founded the Smythfield Society. My father was the president. But you know, as the woman is always the greatest behind the whole thing. So she insists, as much as people didn't like, she insists that this is the plan, it has to develop at the top. And so today, what you see in all these little streets and everything here, that's because of the planning she did more than 50 years ago. And because she did this, that's why this is a plan. But most of you may know that what happened in Countdown on the other side, it's a wild west out there, where it's totally, there's a lot of the largest spot in the area in Canada is Countdown. But the plan was there, but there was no Beauty Soman to implement the plan in Countdown. She implemented it in Smythfield, and she was firm about it. That's why. Fortunately, in 2012, at about 7 years, she came back and she was able to use, she came all the down with the car and went back.
As a child, I knew Smythfield Nursery School was in Smythfield itself. There is where the land was donated and there is where I knew it was the school. And this morning, I asked the taxi to take me to Smythfield Nursery School. So he said, Pastor, where do I go? Smythfield is at the back here too. I said, no, you go there and just behind the drop-in center, there is the nursery school. Because there is where I knew the nursery school was. Because I used to live right across, not too far. So today I would like to tell us a little history of this nursery school before HN really tell us about this late history. Now, the land, as you heard Brother Stephen talking about, was donated by his mom. Now, I mean, the society there, his mom was the secretary, and my mom is Jennifer John, who is also pastor. She was a member of that committee too. So they were all fighters here, their names like the Tika Sayings, the John Does, the Sowans, the Lindleys. You all know they are rooted and grounded in Smythfield itself. So we were all Lutherans, we were very, very close Lutheran members of the community. And Auntie Beauty, where I know her as Auntie Beauty because we lived next door to each other. So Auntie Beauty decided to donate a piece of land to the church for church business and community business because she was that kind of person, as you heard in the introduction.
Headmistress Moria also gave a brief history of the school.
Smythfield Nursery School was established in the year 1965 under the headship of Miss Sybil Bowlers. The school was then housed in the Lutheran Church building and was named Red Rose Kindergarten, which was located in Smythfield, New Amsterdam. Miss Beauty and Arthur Soman donated land and the building to house the nursery school. At that time, parents had to pay a fee of $15. In 1974, the school was handed over to Miss Jean Tennessee, the wife of Ben Priest. The school was merged with another kindergarten, and Miss Raymond became the next teacher in charge. In 1976, the school became the property of the Ministry of Education and was renamed the Smythfield Nursery School.
A token of appreciation was presented by the school's PTA to Florida-based attorney-at-law Gail Siram, granddaughter of the late Beauty Soman, who in her remarks said,
I am speechless, I really am. In the 5 years that I've been doing this, I mean, the kids really put on a great performance. I want to give a round of applause to the teachers. I know that you all work behind all of that, so and I know it takes time and patience. I'm going off my head. Totally for the outside when I'm ready. Okay? So just everyone's been given backgrounds, but my background is I was born here in Smythfield, and my parents, I left when I was 5, and my dad brought me back in 2010 to show me where I came from. And as I left the town, I saw an orphanage that needed a playground, which is a Promise of Eden, Children of Promise, so I moved to the playground there. So that was the start of coming back to Guyana and building playgrounds. But my grandmother, a month before she died last year in September, and in August she told me she wanted to do something in Smythfield before she died. So I contacted Mr. Ramaran and I said, can you drive around Smythfield and see if there's anything that we could do in Smythfield for my grandmother? Because it was a very she held my hand and it was a promise please do something in Smythfield before I die, And so we found a project and he sent me the pictures. Sit right here. So we found the school. Mr. Ramaran took pictures, he sent the pictures to me, internet, got it instantly. And I showed it to my grandmother before she went into the hospital. So she saw the project, she knew the school that we were going to put down this playground in, and she died a week later. So my only regret is that she couldn't be here to see the completed project, but she knew the project was going to happen in her name. So it's very reassuring to know that now, we built it, we came, and then this morning we're talking to find out that the original school was originated on land that my grandmother donated. And then now, life goes full circle, right? So she donated the land that the original school was on, now the school was here, then I discovered the school. I mean, you have to say it's a God thing. I mean, this isn't an accident, and then now, the plaque is outside. I invite you all to take a look at the plaque with her picture. I made a plaque with her picture. Because I think that what started out as land that she donated for the school has now ended in the school now having playground equipment in her name.
Before the blessing of the equipment and the symbolic cutting of the ribbon, the pupils expressed their gratitude.
S. Super. C. Cool. H. Happy. O. On time. O. Outdoor play. L. Learning. School. Teachers, parents, and children at Smythfield Nursery School. A. Homework down to Miss History. A. Thank you for holiday food. Cake and magic. Why you make other play more fun and exciting? Oh. Our gratitude we express. You are the best. Thank you.
A plaque which reads, "Playground equipment donated in memory of Beauty Soman, wife of Arthur Soman, founding member of the Smythfield Co-op Society, September 5, 1924 to September 2, 2015, was placed on the school building to mark the occasion." Shanice Beckles reporting for Channel 8 News.